guys, today I'm going to do a quick review on the Emjoi Soft Caress Epilator, and I actually featured this in my monthly favorites video a couple months ago, and there were a lot of requests for me to do an in-depth review on it, so here it is. To keep this review short and on point, I'm going to be covering 4 things with you guys. The first one is what this thing is, the second one is my armpit situation, and the third one is does it work for me, and finally the last one is would I recommend it to you guys. So we'll start off with the first one. What this epilator is basically a mechanical tweezers, and it operates electronically. When you turn it on, there are 36 gold tweezers in here, and they all tweeze your armpit at the same time. So this is actually really painful because it grabs all your armpit hair out. And when you buy this, it comes with another head as well. In this area you see over here, that's a head and it's removable, and it came with another one that had little massaging teeth, but I lost it because I've had this for 2 years. I actually got this when Feffinet did her review on it. She totally sold me on it because she told us, or she told the viewers, that this was the reason why her armpits were so white. And during that time, my armpits were really dark because I shaved very often and I never exfoliated, and I used a lot of deodorant. And all 3 of those things contribute to really dark pits, I tell ya. So right now, I know I don't have the best pits, but they're a lot better. They're not dark like before, but they're not the whitest either. I'll tell you guys how I achieve the armpits I have right now, even though it's not even that great. But my armpits did used to be really dark, and a few things I didn't know back then that I know now. So to get your armpits lighter, what you want to do is don't shave it, and try to use deodorant less frequently, only when you absolutely need it, because I find that deodorant does make your armpits stain. And every time you do use deodorant, make sure to scrub it all off in the shower, because some people would just run soap over it and wash it and that's it. I exfoliate every single day now. I exfoliate my armpits with a loofah sponge, and that would just remove all the dead skin cells. And also exfoliating helps reduce ingrown hair, because now I barely have ingrown hair. Before I had so many stubbles and everything. And to help lighten it, I also grabbed some lemon and I squeezed the juice onto a cotton pad, and I would just clean my armpits with that at nighttime. And I did that almost every day for a few months to get my armpits lightened, and I think it works, but it doesn't work right away, so it does take time. But I find that using the epilator also helps, because epilating is a lot better than waxing from my armpit, because A, it's less messy and it's easy to access. So whenever I do notice hair growing, all I do is I reach for my epilator and I just epilate away. It's fast. The next thing is, does it work for me? As I mentioned, when you combine it with exfoliating every time and using the lemon thing, I think it does work. What people fail to mention is that this doesn't grasp all your hair all in one stroke. You actually have to go over it a few times for all the hair to be removed. And basically how I do it is I turn this on, and you want to place it at a 90-degree angle like this. Turn it on, and you want to run it in the same direction as the hair growth. That's what the pamphlet says, and that's what I do, and I find that it works for me. You don't want to run it opposite the hair growth, because that can snap your hair. For waxing, of course, you have to pull it in the opposite direction, but for this one it says to run it in the same direction. So when you buy this, don't forget to read through the manuals and learn about it first before actually performing this on yourself, because you might do it wrong and hurt yourself. And another thing I really like about this is that it's cordless, and it just comes with a charger, so you just plug the charger in and it's good to go for half a year, because I've only charged this 3 times in my life. So it lasts a very long time, and you can take it and travel with you because it's pretty easy and convenient. And it really beats shaving, because I absolutely hate shaving. I used to shave all the time, and shaving is annoying because when the hair starts to grow, it grows thicker and also starts to poke you, and then it starts getting really itchy, so you always have to shave. For this, the hair I find actually grows thinner, so that's another thing I like about it. And as I mentioned in my favorites video, my armpits are less stubby now. And on the pamphlet, it says that you can use this anywhere on your body, but I actually only recommend this for the underarms, because I've used this on my legs and I find that it just snaps the hair off my legs, which is not a good thing. For my legs, I actually prefer to wax it. It's a little bit more messy, but I don't wax my legs that often because my legs aren't as hairy as my armpits for some reason. And I haven't used this down that area either, because I can tell you now it's probably gonna hurt like a... Don't use this down there. For down there, I would actually recommend for you guys to get it waxed professionally. Funny story, my coworker, she was trying to save a couple of bucks, so she was telling her boyfriend to wax it for her, and she was telling him how to do it, you know, to go strip by strip, blah blah blah. And everything she said to him just went in one ear and out the other. So when he started waxing down there for her, he took the little thing and he started painting the wax on, and he stuck the strip right on top of it, and then he just yanked it and she went, "Ay!" So yeah, don't cheap out, just get it done professionally, you won't regret it. And the last thing is, would I recommend this to you guys? I would say yes and no, it depends what you're looking for. If you can't stand pain, then I would not recommend this because the first few times it really hurts. And when I first got this, I actually didn't use it until a couple months later because I turned it on and just the sound and the look of it really scared me and my armpits started sweating. And on the pamphlet it says don't use it on wet armpits. So I couldn't use this because my armpits were like, every time I turned it on I'd be so scared that my armpits started sweating, so I couldn't use this and I had to finally control myself and tell myself not to sweat, and that's a really deep mental thing to do. But I achieved it in 2 months, and so when I did that, it hurt so much, but then I got used to it. But if you're a person who can stand pain, then I recommend this to you guys because it does hurt for a bit, but then it's worth it because your armpits will look better if you exfoliate too and do the lemon thing. It really does work. So that's it for my review on the Emjoi Soft Caress Epilator. For those of you who own this, then let us know what your experience of it is down below so other people can read it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye!